Hello everyone. I'm Firespit, protogen most likely to be in the middle of space, and welcome to Sunless Skies, in which we have a space train. Space train! Let's get into this! Alrighty. Space train. With merciful campaign since I'm here more for the story than I am for completely throwing things at the wall repeatedly. I'll just leave this all on default. I don't need aim assist. I might be a terrible shot, but at least I'm a terrible shot. Log from Majesty's locomotive. European March 15th. Our expedition to the domains of the dead have been eventful. The Orphean is damaged and is grievous, needs repairs and supplies. We are returning in haste. It's the reach where I hope to make port New Winchester. May God be with us, for 1,000 deaths wait in the sky. Final entry, Captain Amelia Charity Whitlock, DCM. Untamed sunless span of the heavens, London's new frontier, a celestial garden run wild. That's right. Your journey back to the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous, your locomotive is damaged, and the captain launched badly wounded. One moment. That down just a touch, and that down a lot of touch. That's much better. And you can probably hear me now. As first officer, the crew looked to you. The nearest station is New Winchester. You get the Orphean there safely. Maybe. Toggled. Much to the relief of your stokers, you find a barrel of fuel among the detritus. Ozymandias. The wreck drifts here less fortunate than you. You should scavenge your repairs, suggests crewman. The wreck hangs in the sky, pocked with recent gunfire. You and the boarding party don your sky suits. Garnets of waxed canvas lined with felt to protect against the cold of the sky. Two of the crew are whispering as they dress. This is Captain Whitlock have in the Blue Kingdom anyways. Why the devil did we trespass on the districts of the dead? You silence him. Now's not the time. The gap between the two engines isn't wide, but the endless fathoms of heaven gape beneath it. Jump, your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you and below. The air of the heavens is thin and torn by unpredictable winds. Then your boots hit the running board of the Ozymandias, and your leather gloves hands fumble for a hold. One of your companions throws you a line. You lash the two engines together. Only then do the rest of the boarding party follow you. One of them forces open an exterior hatch and you clamber inside. Your interior is cold, unlit, and whistles with wind. Party lamps spread buttery light over the narrow paneled passages. Butter. You make your way towards the hold, stepping over bodies crumbling in the corridor. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. The bulkhead has mangled towards by a well-aimed barrage. Back out on dais. Locate a length of pipe. Clear the obstruction. Oh no! Failure. Oh no, we lost a crew. Let's search through the Ozymandias. Well, we got some supplies and we healed. We repaired the ship, but ouch. You find enough food and gear to restock your supplies and enough spare parts to make necessary repairs to the Orpheon. The food will need to be thoroughly thawed. Oh, the food will need to be thoroughly thawed, of course. You've eaten worse in the skies. Oh ho! Cries out one of your party, prying the lid off a long crate. It holds a cannon still nestled in straw. Another crewman pulls a battered bird cage from a ruined pile of cargo. The cage, something winged and furred, opens a sullen eye. You examine your findings. The Ozymandias emits a long juddering creak. Your boarding party exchange nervous glances. From the chaos of its hold, you retrieve repairs and supplies and discover some useful equipment, a gun that can be mounted on your locomotive, and an educated bat. Bat? It's a bat. Liberate a diffident bat and employ it as a scout. The bat treats its rescue as an inconvenience and immediately begins haggling over pay. You offer to put it back in its damn cage and leave it on the Ozymandias, at which point it becomes more polite. You doubt it will last. It's a talkative bat. The Cotterell and Hathor Sage Jerusalem fires single shells to a good range, more or less accurately. You order two of your party to get it back to your vessel and fit it immediately. The Ozymandias groans, shudders spasmodically. Let's return to the Orpheon. I don't want to risk any more crew. You lead your boarding party back to your vessel, unshackling her from the buckling Ozymandias. You stoke your engines and steam away. Restocked, repaired, and rearmed. Crew give a ragged cheer. Bat. This guy's discovered something. See what it is. Open your chart. This guy's discovered something. It's a station. There are platforms, transit relays, wonders, horrors, something ghastly, grave, something that glitters, and something to crave. The walls of the captain's cabin are lined with a hodgepodge of curios from across the sky. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like a monstrous brand. When she coughs, coils of acrid smoke pour from her lungs. Ew. That ain't healthy. Approach the bedside. The captain opens her eyes as you draw near. She attempts to smile. I have 7 or 12 in my hold. What am I carrying? Her mouth is blistered from the blue fires that dance on her tongue. Her hands grip your arms. Her skin is hot as a kettle. Made arrangements. The Orpheon will be yours. Her voice is just a rasp of burned meat breath. But promise, she breaks off. Scream a word in a language that was not made for human mouths. When she resumes speaking English, she is weaker. Her request little more than a gasp. Promise for one last service. Promise. Make no promise, tell her to rest. I think that's more along the lines of us. She will need her strength. There's a hospital at New Winchester. They can help her. She grimaces, and the doctor eases her back onto the scorched pillow. He tries to get a spoonful of laudanum between her blackened lips, but she screams fire, and the two of you must spring back. Better go, the doctor orders. He clearly has no idea what to do. I don't blame him. You have an engine to command. You leave the cabin, the scorched stink fits air behind, and return to the bridge. New Winchester's further than you'd like, and the captain has long left. Hi. It hoots scornfully at your suggestions. It will eventually do as you ask, but only because you clearly can't manage on your own. Click on it. I can. Oh, I see. I can. Its opinion is clear. Go out there in this weather? Thank you, but no. Shivering Jemmy. Wheezing, sputtering, ramshackle engine dating from the first days of London settlement. It gobbles fuel like a starved wolf and sulks worse than a cat kept in from the rain. It will, at best, suffice. That is a grumpy setup. Bring me my spear, O clouds unfold, a no-nonsense, common or garden armament for the skyfarer on a budget. Ooh. We scooch backwards when we fire. Reach Marauder. Kaboom. Shoot, I overheated. I thought there wasn't as much heat in there. Ow. Marauders pillage homesteads and hunt travelers all across Reach. They often carry stolen valuables, plating, components to repair the Orphean. Read the remains. 38 sovereigns. Go to cash. And loot it again. Choo-choo. Space train. That landing pad looks full. Nice. Terror has depleted completely. You coast into the bustle, the din, the soot, and the steam of Wolvesey Station. It is clogged with other engines, scrappy mining locomotives from Lustrum Way, weathered explorers gleaming with frost, sleek company vessels with bright brass fittings. No sooner have you pulled into the sidings than a brusque station master bustles over. He requests to come aboard. I must speak with your captain, insists, brandishing a ledger. The usual formalities. Oh dear. The crew exchange bleak, worthless looks. The Orphean itself feels suddenly more empty. The station master looks confused. You inform that, unfortunately, Captain Whitlock has just passed. Ah, he says neutrally, sorry to hear that. Very sad, very sad. He waits for what he considers an appropriate minute and a half before continuing. Alas, even amidst the tragedy, the cogs of bureaucracy must turn. Captain Whitlock is to cease the station authority, require their answers from the first officer. He dons the spectacles and locates his pen. It will be relatively painless. Name, background, purpose of visit, etc. Shall we begin? Yep, cogs of bureaucracy. Gotta turn. Unfortunately. Your captain. Or create your captain. Let's see here. Today, London lies between the stars. A new empire unfolds across the heavens. But 10 years ago, before the northern gate was opened, before the new empress led her people to the skies, it lay in a vast cavern far beneath the earth, deep, dark, marvelous. Who were you then? Back when London was in the sunken seas, fallen in an endless cavern. Sunken? Sunless. Of course, we were a Zela. I think we explored. And what's our ambition? Well, I suppose I kind of want to do this, but you know what? Bug it. We're after the truth. Alright. We'll have to go with the top hat. That's a bushy brow. Oh, well, a monocle, absolutely. Now, what's the shape of our sniffer? Absolutely. Outfit. Work. Terms of address. With archivist. Origin, affiliation, ambition, appearance. Alright, let's rock into this. Before you leave New Winchester, maybe buy more supplies. You can buy them at Victoria Market to visit the market. Select from the menu that appears in the left panel. Here you can swap between shops and stores. Three weeks have passed. This morning, Captain Whitlock received a simple memorial service. Her body was consigned to a necropolis train bound for the Serene Mausoleum. Now you sit with a handful of her relatives in the threadbare offices of her solicitors. The methodical notary is reading you the will. The captain was wealthy once, but squandered her capital on mysterious expenses before her expedition to the Blue Kingdom. Captain's relatives, from whom she was mostly estranged, are clearly wondering why you are here. In final codicil, the notary announces Captain Whitlock confirmed that possession of the Orpheum was passed to its first officer. He appears with dry gray eyes. This includes a certain black box containing the Orpheum's hold. Captain Whitlock's final request was that, at a time of your choosing, you transport said box to an address in London. He hands you the address card and deposit it there. You are not to look inside. She gave no explanation. Well, we'll be sure to take the box to delivery. And an extra 100 sovereigns. No, she requested that I don't look into it. We're not going to look into it. We got the shops. Magdalene's provides comfort and sympathy to the weary skyfarer. Its host will tell you any lie you need to hear. Some of those lies require flowers. The minimal host wants up to 3 stacks of verdant seeds and will pay 80 sovereigns for each. Magdalene lies southwest or south-southwest in the image, so south, west, southwest, south-southwest. Flowers for Titania. Florid Landscapes, planning a modest floral garden in Titania to commemorate the birthday of whatever dead artist, composer, or poet is currently in vogue. Which requires verdant seeds, lots of them, 5 sacks to be exact. Titania lies south-southeast of New Winchester. Engineering. That is weapon various enhancements for the ship, not just weaponry. Automatic mining array. Canning station. Slaughterhouse equipped with machinery allowing you to butcher and can certain sky beasts, converting them into supplies. Ooh, useful. Cargo, cramped quarters, sensible plumbing. I need higher heart for that. That's a thing. Anyways, Victoria Market, where we can get fuel and supplies. And where we can get new trains. Ooh, fancy. An infernal beast of brass and steam furnished with indulgent luxury with carpet thick enough to lose your toes in. Oh no, it's got shag carpet. Never mind, I take that back. It's not fancy. It's not fancy at all. We'll get 2 extra units of fuel to start with. Try exploring the city for a little bit. This is Promise of Days, a club where seasoned captains gather trade stories and share advice. Learn about trading. Visit the Promise of Days is one of the options. A porter at the station advises you to visit the nearby pub, the Promise of Days, and talk to seasoned captains. Okay. So go ahead and visit the Promise of Days then. Introduce yourself to the seasoned captains. Four are gathered at the usual tables: a math citizen, a libertine, polymath, and pioneer of the neo-nocturnal artistic school. The devil did act, a scholar haunted by his discoveries, baroness, explorer, collector, philatelist, and I know for a fact I botched that, and a spatchcocker, Meg, who hunts monsters. Of course, everything out here is jolly dangerous as baroness, few risks dies, so news of distant sports is valuable. But the court reports will place you visit and deliver them to Victory Hall or Company House. The more you turn in at once, the more they'll pay. Look for other opportunities. Okay, and astronomic fortune through trade. The Didact says, fiddling with his innumerable talismans, an essential topic. Meg slides you stool and the captain shuffles around to make room, and the master citizen buys you a drink of their own invention. It is that lucky baroness gives you a brisk, encouraging grin. Ask away. Trading opportunity. Let's go with this, since I already kind of figured out how to buy things. Host at Magdalene's needs an urgent delivery seeds, paying a pretty penny too. If I were you, I'd go to the bazaar straight away, put my mark against it. A grunts broker report Avon's selling cheap seeds. Chirpy chap. God knows why. His face looks like it's been pushed through a mangle. Ouch. An opportunity. Port Avon lies north-northwest of New Winchester, and Magdalene lies south-southwest of New Winchester. Okay. We'll go and bid them goodbye for now. Onwards to other business. We'll go ahead and pick that up. Certain seeds can be rallied and purchased at Hybris, or the lead beaters and Stanrod nature reserves. Avon on the north, west, so somewhere up there. What if I explore the city? Ah, never mind, I already did that. Even she served aboard the Pimpernel, sailing the dark Untersee from Port Caroline to Wither, from the Iron Republic to Venderbites. Two of you served under several captains before saving enough to seek captaincies of your own. You kept in touch, leaving messages for one another in twinkling ports scattered across the sea, and meeting occasionally in London to share stories of narrow escapes. The sky was a new sea to her. When she arrived in the heavens, she immediately bought a locomotive and set out again. She's Captain Louis Zazel, and associates with a group of seasoned captains who gather at the Promise of Days here in New Winchester. Perhaps we can find her there. Onwards. No one else will have them. For the cost of a round at the Promise of Days, they're yours. I have 7 crew. I should be fine. Let's go check the promise of days real quick. I think she's one of their courtier, but where is she? I left you a letter which included a coded message. Can you decipher it? Read the letter elsewhere in Chester. Ah, she speaks of you often. I'm afraid you've missed her. We've all been missing her recently. Busy girl. She's doing important work in London. The devil frowns darkly and fingers one of his onions. We've been assisting in our own small ways, but, well, she'll want to explain herself. She left you a letter for you. Meg pulls a crumpled envelope from her pocket. Her patched coat. I'd open it somewhere private, where someone she glares at Mass Citizen will try to read over your shoulder. Mass Citizen nods unapologetically. It's true. I'm a disgrace. At least he can admit to it. I can respect that. Onwards. Privately, you examine the letter. I need 2 savage secrets. Privately, you examine the letter. The earnest mariner's handwriting, never neat, is clearly hurried. There are several unfinished trains of thought angrily struck through. She writes coyly of having embarked on a journey of the most fundamental discovery, and of having discovered celestial secrets. Says she wants to discuss her progress with you, but does not say where or when. The envelope also contains a collection of unfinished crosswords from newspapers. She always hated crosswords, and the phrasing of the letter is stilted, as if she had to use certain words in certain places. There's a concealed message here, you are certain, and the crosswords are a key to it. I don't have any savage secrets. Unfortunate. Alright, we're not going to investigate that. We'll make sure to get that to London when we can. So north-northwest is Avon, and then south-southwest is Magdalene's. Ah, that's my experience bar. Is that just it right here? That's Victory Hall. Alright, I actually have to pull in. The Kingdom Transit Relay. Based in the wake of the blockade of New Winchester, this magnificence of glass and steel has the Colonial Assembly, or the Colonial Assembly. The Tacites, the settlers who wanted independence from London, may have worked for a Skyfarer. As you visit ports, you may obtain port reports, turn them into Victory Hall or company house to receive rewards. Okay. What do we got here? Company house. Okay. Windward Company represents interest in the Reach may have worked for a Skyfarer. Okay, as same deal. Port reports can be dropped off here or Victory House. Patrol ships. out with Scout. Something that glistens. We'll go check that out. Also, which one did I just send out? You know what? I want the bat. Oh, kinda change equipment unless you're docked. Alright, never mind then. We'll put the bat on later. Okay. Choo-choo! Oh no, it's so foggy. Also, look at all these trees. We're probably back in Darkwood and we haven't even realized it yet. Ooh, what is this? Caddy of dried tea. As British as crinoline or Lord Elgin's marbles. Delicious tea. This corner of the sky is full of travel. It has been given over to the fungus and the wilds and the lost. Mushroom. Sheridan's Expanse. Already close to the port. You're in Plenty Circus. Let's see here. You've earned enough experience to increase your capital. You can choose a new past or deed via the facet screen. Here. Okay. Take a facet. Lizard, you lost your mind once. They put you in a splendid hotel managed by a cheery gentleman who determined when you could leave. Lizard. The sea does not forgive. It did not forgive you. Scarred, you came close that day to death. It left its mark. Yeah. Not officers. I don't have any officers profile. I want to get my hearts up. Probably getting my mirrors up would not be bad. So we'll go with this and go for if I can choose the one that also gives otherworldly artifact. 5 hearts, 3 mirrors. You can never have originated on Earth. Perhaps that is the key that will unlock heaven's mysteries. Or you can put it on the mantelpiece of fire from Victory Hall, Sweet Jane, or the Heartcatchers. It's good to love many things, for therein lies the true strength. And whosoever loves much performs. It can accomplish much, and what is done in love is well done. You can buy these from Sweet Jane or Toll the Tower. The sea does not forgive, it did not forgive you. The Untersee demands a price from all who sail her. What did they demand from you? You were lost overboard, but the drownies bore you to their city beneath the waves to comfort and delight. After a year and a day, you awoke on the mud banks of London and wept. Oh god, they probably paraded me around to something. We'll go with that. Okay. The Inconceivable Circus. You put the crew are eager to see what it has. I'm eager to see what it has to offer. The Inconceivable Circus. Circus tickets. The familiar face at Circus 3. Let's get our port report. However, they can move as the war in the Reach progresses. Bronzewood and supplies. Those are a little expensive here. I might hold off. Hawker sells the latest London pot boilers, flimsy mass-printed books with wood pulp paper, lurid covers, and fresh gleaming ministry stamps. Yeah. Perhaps we'll hold on to our sovereigns for now. These points. You know, I'm wondering if Avon's was down over here. So let's go ahead and turn this engine around. Actually, this looks like a thing. Manzeus and Waste. Oh, this is a thing. I don't have a mine. I don't have a drill. Sad. Something grave and another something that glimmers. Well, let's check out that something grave. Ah, it's a wreckage. The Newton's Nocturne. Well, we're not going to be able to explore it on a 20% chance, so let's just mourn the dead. You are briefly without terror. Hi! What the heck? Not ram me. spasmodic, whatever you are. Get back here. Maybe another solid hit or two should do it in. Ow. Oh, jeez. Should have just dodged instead of trying to back up. Got it. Whatever it was. Salvage scrap to repair the hull. I don't think I'm gonna be able to new. Well, that was a thing. Now where's that? It's just over here. Ah, it's another thing. Oh, really? A reach marauder. Ow. The crew of the Marauder lie dead in the corridor, killed not by your guns, but knives and small firearms. The only survivor is the captain, locked in the brig with a bottle of brandy. Chalk Eye stared back from every wall. When he ran out of chalk, he began scraping them with his fingernails. Seen this before, Captain, says a crew member, grasping your arm. It's Eldritch Madness. Magdalenes can treat it if you can bother to take the poor sod. Sure. And now I have Tale of Terror. The hold. Distressingly adored barrel. Oh no, what if it's Armstrongy? By the let off, dear God, what the blazes your navigator pokes a thing inside with a big stick, until assured that it's dead. I cannot blame him. You don't know what it is, stick poking is always the option. I did not mean to scout. I meant to loot the hold. A collapsed jewelry box. Salon stewed gossip. Nice. This looks like it could be a thing. It is not a thing. That's unfortunate. Choo-choo. Then explore around over here. That's a big mushroom. You know, it's a shame we can't lift in lower elevation. You know, let's risk this house. We'll probably just return to port in just a moment. That glimmers was found down there. Oh, actual patrol craft. Let's head this way. Can we go faster? I think we can go faster than this. Down to the last drag supplies, the unlabeled pins, the wormy biscuits. Good stuff, you know. Northwest. The port should have been like, I imagine the port should have been like over here somewhere. I'm not seeing any such port. I should return. I should definitely return. I may need to... no, they're at equidistance. Get around this big thing. Off port report, though I doubt I'll be being paid too much for a singular port report. Alexander Yang claim. Let's go ahead and gained fortunes, cities. You lost fortunes, stovepipes. Okay. I need 2 Savage Secrets, so... Oh, I can purchase Savage Secrets. Does not have any shops. Okay. Head back to Winchester. Because I am hurting for supplies. But that 100 sovereigns is actually very nice trade-in. What's this? Unlock a bank vault, allowing you to store and withdraw items at any hub port. Oh, this will be useful. We'll do a partial patch job. The slow burning war for the Reach forms backdrop to daily life in New Winchester. Citizens wishing to keep developments in the war turn to the New Gazette. It is famously the only newspaper worth reading in New Winchester, as well as the only paper that hasn't bankrupted itself. Its quality speaks for itself. The Assembly runs New Winchester from the Victory Hall and seeks strength to stand in Reach. London's proxy, the Windward Company, however, maintain a considerable presence in the Reach, although New Winchester is still neutral ground. Tensions are mounting within and without the port. Interesting. Oh, definitely sell the tea. Well, there goes all my sovereigns. Villainy. Do not share it with those of a sensitive disposition. Acquire these from enemy loot and discoveries. Across wilderness. Favors. Opening narrative. We'll store the owl. And I think with that moderate bit of exploration, that should do things for now. Well, I hope you had a good time here as much as I did in the space train. As always, I hope you have a good day or good night wherever you may be. If you like my content, hit the like button. If you dislike my content, hit the dislike button. Both those help me out a lot. And if you want to catch my next recording or catch the next time I'm going live, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And if you have any errant thoughts at all, feel free to leave those down below in the comments. And until next time, ta-ta for now. Y'all have a good one.